Welcome back, guys. We have another video for an installation of a HWFLY chip on a Switch Lite. We also got another camera, so hopefully you guys can appreciate the video there a little better. I think it's nicer. Anyways, I disassembled the unit as usual. We're going to go ahead and start with this by opening this casing for the CPU and RAM. By prying this little things here on the sides, we can access what we need. It's off. This one doesn't have a lot of thermal paste, but still I'm going to go ahead and clean it up a little bit so that we can work easy and we don't make a mess. There you go. We're gonna go ahead and install the HWFLY here shortly, but I want to show you guys which chip we're gonna be installing. The customer sent this one in, along with the usual adapters and flex cables. You'll be seeing them as I proceed to the installation. Let's start with the top cable here. This one here. We're going to put it in place. Try to zoom in here a little bit. I'm just trying to line it up here so that we can make it easier on ourselves. About right. I'm trying just to get it just right. And that it looks good. I focused the camera there a little better for you guys. So far, so good. Now at the side of those points, let's start with this top one here. That is good. And I will try to zoom in here. The camera, I'm still kind of trying to get it focused just right. It seems fine, but on my screen here, it looks like maybe you guys cannot see. How about there? Better? So there, that looks fine. Hopefully you guys can see that. Moving on, we have this point here, which is B point, the reset point. That one is done. Now let's grab this other piece. This goes underneath. Back here. I'll try to zoom in a little better. Hopefully that's good for you guys. Adding a little bit of flux. I'm just going to hold it with my finger there for now. Three volts, ground, and this is just to secure the flex cable in place. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and proceed with the CPU flex cable here. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little better. That's good. Very good. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the flex cable in place. I like to push on these pins here and make sure that they're flat against the CPU. Like that. They look pretty good. Add a little bit of flux. Very nice. Same thing on the other side. Perfect. That looks pretty good. So next thing to do is just plug in the HWFLY chip and test it. But for that, we need to cut a little piece right here so that we can bend it back and we can set it in place. For that, I'm going to apply a little bit of thermal paste on there. I'm going to use the same thermal paste that I took out. with the heat it'll dissipate well. It will smear all over here nicely, okay? So far so good. Let me cut this piece here now, right about there. And for this I'm just using simple scissors. You can use whatever you have, some pliers. I find that scissors cut through this metal here very nicely though. And this is what I did here. That's all we need. So now we just put it back in place. Maybe even bend this little things back carefully. And of course, always the battery disconnected, okay? Now I'm going to bend this back a little bit. We are going to grab our HWFLY chip and plug it into the top one here first. I'm going to remove this screw from the speaker here so that we can put it in underneath, since it has this little thing to connect it. For now, let's, you know what? Let's add a little bit of double-sided tape on there too. Okay, let me grab it. That way, it doesn't go anywhere. This is very thin double-sided tape that I've been using for a while. Put it on here. And then we can remove the back. Connect the cables. And then just put it in place. Like you see here on the picture, on the video. Let's tuck these things underneath the speaker here and just secure it in place, okay? So far, so good. A lot of the new chips don't even use this anymore. This is not required. Before they would use this capacitors 3 volts. Now we use the top one up here, and they completely eliminated this this piece of I guess extension. But anyways, it's on there. Sometimes I guess you can cut it off. Not necessary. Not necessary. Cut it off, but do whatever you want with it. It's no use. So that we can move that a little bit once we put the top. But we can test it now. And see how it behaves. Okay. We're going to test it with. We're going to see its behavior without plugging anything else. I'm going to go ahead and plug the battery in. Dim down the lights just a little bit so that you guys can see the behavior of the LED there. So let's try turning it on. There it is. So the light is amber. It's kind of orange. Green, it's glitching. It's glitching. Glitching. Looks like it's glitching properly. And it's purple now, and now it's green. Let's turn it over, see what we see on the screen, okay? And there you go. All right. So I will assemble it back together, and that's how I install the HWFLY on a Nintendo Switch Lite. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Nothing to cut like the like to scrape off on the regular OLED. I'm gonna put the heatsink back on right underneath the flex cable. Tuck everything in. Put a little bit of tape on top of this, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video. Any comments? Welcome. By the way, visit us online at WAYAYEO.org. Again, thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye-bye.